Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Charles and you are watching Charles Cellbox TV. In today's video, we're going to be touching on the 3 important styles of slipping in boxing. Now I don't want you to confuse this with the technique, which I've already touched on, and I've shown you that in the 16 slips in boxing, but we're going to be focusing on the styles which help you with your tactical and strategic implementation against your opponent once you set off in the ring in a fight. Right, let's get straight into it. First type of slip that you want to focus on in terms of the style is when you present a moving target. Now this is going to be typically done when you're out of range and you're trying to close the distance and prevent your opponent from having a fixed target. So your coach will be shouting on the outside of the ring, move your head, keep your head moving. This is what he means. We're going to demonstrate first of all the moving target slip. And as I'm performing this, the idea is that I'm closing the distance. So with this demonstration, what I've done is utilized small head movements, because being out of range, we're presenting our opponent with a moving target so that they are hesitant to punch. And the second thing, I'm utilizing small footwork movements so I can gradually control the distance as I approach my opponent. If it gets a bit too messy and chaotic with the combinations that my opponent throws, then I can quickly exit. Okay, so I'm not having full commitment whilst moving forward. And then the last thing that I'm doing is keeping my hands in an actively defensive position. So I'm maintaining this position with my hands. Again, if the combinations become too chaotic with my opponent, then I can defend. So again, small head movements. Okay, and then my hands in this active defensive position and small footsteps, utilizing good controlled footwork to gradually approach my opponent. Okay, so the second style of slipping that I'm going to introduce you to is when you are at range and you are blocking and countering with your slips. Before, obviously, what we were doing is presenting a moving target, and this would discourage our opponent. But when our opponent throws, we're actually slipping and blocking and then applying a counter if the first 2 things that we've done, either slipping and blocking, are successful. And we've obtained a good range where our opponent is positioned at. So just to demonstrate, ta, 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 ta. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done is demonstrated slips with blocks, and then slips with blocks and also counters, so that you can see the slip on this side, on the right side, and also the slip on the left side. What I'm typically doing, if let's say I want to slip a jab, what I might do is slip to my right, put the weight on the right foot, have the guard up here, and then follow through with a right hand. Okay, so obviously as the jab comes from the orthodox opponent, ta, ta. Now the reason why I might want to block is because maybe I haven't understood fully the timing the positioning and targeting of my opponent. So just as a safety precaution, I want to block. Also, additionally, by blocking, I'm able to have some form of contact with my opponent. Now, obviously, the slips are to evade the shot, but sometimes I just want to take the momentum off the punch so I can still be in range and counter, okay? So I still might not want to move fully out of the way with a full evasion, but I want to take the momentum, first of all, off the punch there, and then still be in range to counter. Boom, okay? So that will be me countering the single jab. Now, let's say if my opponent throws a 1-2. So what I might do is block the jab, then slip out for the right cross, okay? And then throw my left hand, bam, as a hook, okay? So again, ta, 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 okay? So that would be essentially blocking the jab and then the 1-2. So with the jab, I'm blocking and countering with a cross. And then with the 1-2, I'm first of all catching the jab, then slipping with the block for the right hand, and then countering with my left hook. Okay guys, so the 3 teaching points that you want to remember when performing the slip, block and counter combination is that you first of all have to make sure that you're taking the momentum off the punch while slipping. So obviously if I'm trying to slip the jab, ta, okay? If I'm slipping the cross, ta, okay? And then the next thing for you to do is to correctly assess the distance of your opponent with their punch, okay? So you can use their punch as a rangefinder and assess, obviously with their footwork, obviously the distance of their feet, the punch length, are they fully extending, and then also the intensity of the punch that you feel whilst blocking. And then those things will give you some information about the distance and the range that your opponent is at. The next thing would be for you to obviously pick the correct counters. Now you can slip to the right with the block up and then throw the counter there, or slip to the left with the counter there and throw the hook there, okay? So those are the particular teaching points that help you with that particular slip, block and counter combination. Okay guys, so the last style of slipping that we want to introduce now is the explosive slip and counter. So I'll just demonstrate for you what's happening. Ta, 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 ta. Okay guys, so to give you the teaching points that align with this particular type of slip, you move into range, just slightly into range with a relaxed demeanor. Obviously, you look calm, there's no tension, and then your opponent sees that and tries to take advantage of that opportunity. If I'm facing you guys here and I move forward, then I use my left hand to slip to the right. So I throw it out to the side, and then that's what gives me a bit more momentum to slip to the right. Now, the next thing that I'm doing to finish that type of slip is to implode with the same hand. So I explode and then implode with the same hand, okay? And then throw the counter. So to demonstrate that in full, brief moment of relaxation, explode, implode, okay? From the side, ta, ta, okay? Ta, ta, okay? I can do it on either foot as well. So moving forward with my left foot, ta, and then throw in on the rear foot, ta, okay? Step in with my left foot first into range, and then when I rock back, ta, and then I can either throw from there or take another step with my left foot, ta, okay? So here, ta, ta, or ta, ta, okay? Okay guys, so those are the three particular styles of slipping, and these will help you along with the teaching points to implement them within fights and also your sparring. So with these particular styles of slipping, I've compiled a few examples within actual fights for you to watch. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed the content on the important styles of slipping. Now, obviously, if you've enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you feel that someone may benefit from this, i.e. you know someone who's boxing and they're struggling with their slips, please share the video. Also, please remember to leave a comment for future videos that you would like me to make, and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay informed of any new videos that I'm uploading to the channel. So I must bid you farewell. Until my next video, stay blessed, keep training, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.